Hello. I will quickly remember to... Oh, wait, hang on. If you're saying anything, chat won't be able to hear you because Windows had an update. No, just audio properties. Hi, everyone. Windows, I love your updates. Let's select the right output. There we go. You should.
Can I talk now?
You can talk now. Hi, should we go back round and do it again?
Yeah.
No, let's not do that. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Greetings.
To this. Hi, I'm Sam, and I guess assuming the role of host because I just do that naturally, which is why I end up talking over Lucy so much, and I apologise for that.
Typical man.
I know, exactly, right? You stick a microphone in front of me, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
But
like, I must talk.
Yeah, indeed. And yet here I am, like, cuddling a mug, like with fingerless gloves, like an orphan.
Sad Victorian
orphan,
yeah.
Please, sir. It's like I was saying to Lucy beforehand. It says it's 10 degrees apparently, which isn't that cold considering how cold it has been lately. But sure feels like it's cold. So
well, you do have a howling draft through your window, so
I get a draft through the window, and as we've recently learned, there's actually just no insulation above from like any of the top floor of this house and the roof. It's just straight roof, which is going to be a very expensive thing to sort out. Yay! That's another problem for another day. But yeah, ultimately that explained why it gets so damn cold up in here.
Dickensian orphan core. I love it. Brilliant.
That's a hell of a genre. Oh, also you can see over here. There's Joey just asleep. There we go.
Tiny cat
on a pillow.
Yeah. Also, Josh has 38 loadouts to delete, rework, and DIM. So,
oof.
Have fun.
Good luck.
Enjoy.
Nice.
High of 15 degrees.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we've had a high of I want to say 12 or 13 here today.
There's that's the thing. I think the reason it feels cold today is because in the last few days, the weather has switched from winter, put as many layers on and a scarf and a hat and maybe another hat as well and multiple pairs of socks to actually I can just go out in a jumper. I went up to the shops in just a jumper that obviously other clothes, but in terms of maximum, yeah, exactly, it's just Donald Duck in it, and the maximum amount of layers being t-shirt, jumper, job done, and that was actually pleasant and not too hot or too cold, and now we're back to chilly. Yeah.
But hello everybody. I hope you are all well.
Yeah, indeed.
I saw Lady Mephistopheles saying that you have a mild case of Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Lynn saying that they are imitating a statue because things hurt too much.
Oh.
In which case, I am sorry to hear that. That sounds like it sucks.
Yeah.
I hope that things improve.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The claims of spring are indeed highly exaggerated. That's not... actually... Yeah, the daffodils are out, and the crocuses are out. Therefore, as soon as they're out, it's officially spring in my mind. Anyway.
I've seen now my first 2 or 3 butterflies, which exactly right. Again,
what flavour?
Chocolate.
Why do I ask these questions? What type of butterfly? Any idea?
Butterfly.
And no, you know what colour they were?
I don't know what genre. One. I'm just gonna say white, and then the other one that's just the two most basic ones that you see here. Just
probably a brimstone then.
White, and then the other one was the red with the
red admiral.
Probably. Let's assume. I mean, look.
This is the problem of me coming from a family who must identify whatever animal it is.
And
it's what is that?
And we have literally no way of verifying whether the information I'm giving you is correct or not. So, it's kind of big, and there was sort of blue with green flecks on it, and it had just a yellow flash down the middle, and
yes,
hell if I know.
Yeah. Also, Lady Mephistopheles has a game suggestion.
Dead
in Bermuda.
Okay.
Any
elaboration?
That's the word.
You know, we
On
could
that.
we could talk about what we started playing yesterday. Actually, I think that would be.
It's on
Oh.
sale on Steam.
Actually,
What?
I had a thought just earlier while
Oh,
I was
no.
making my
Dangerous.
coffee. Well, it's okay.
The most dangerous kinds of thoughts when you have coffee.
That at some point, how if and actually, here's okay. Stepping it back a bit, it's because, firstly, I haven't been playing music, which I was going to do.
Madness.
Yeah, and this track that is playing at the moment reminded me. So chat, yeah, give me a shout if the music is too loud and I need to like turn it down, or if it's inaudible and it needs to go up. This track reminded me of the music in Occupy White Walls.
Yeah. Oh, we should do that.
There we go. Exactly. Right? It's Occupy White Walls does not fit.
Set me up well for that.
Yeah. It doesn't fit. Actually, I'm going to turn that down just a touch. It's not a reading game. It is not a game with any real text or nothing to like read or a voice and stuff like that.
Some stuff on the art.
There's descriptions, but it's not narrative.
No.
It is aggressively not narrative. But I think vibe-wise, it absolutely fits what we do here.
Yes.
And I was thinking it would make quite a nice, if we ever need like a change of pace from like narrative text-heavy games and stuff, it would be real nice to break it up with a bit of Occupy White Walls and just like
Yes.
put some art up in a gallery and have like a collective art chat. I thought would be very nice.
That would be good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then we can try to remember to do that because chat gets no say in this. You get what we want. It's a bit like Lost. The plane crashes. There are survivors, and you're trying to keep them alive as long as possible. It's text heavy and turns and whatnot. Ooh. Okay.
Give it a look.
I see it. It is £2 and 19 pence. Oh, Dave already has it as well.
Oh no.
All right. I will wish list that.
To be fair, that's usually a good sign.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, Dave doesn't tend to like bad stuff. He's all right.
No.
He knows what he's doing. But yeah, we
started playing Curse of the Golden Idol.
I keep calling it that. It's Case of the Golden Idol.
Case of the Golden Idol.
Yeah. Also,
The Golden Idol.
yes, indeed. It's Swedish. The good noodle.
Sorry, Sweden.
Sorry. We love you, really.
Yes. You do excellent food.
Yeah, and have a number of cool treehouse resort places that
Oh yeah.
we've been looking at recently.
Yeah, that was in Sweden, wasn't it?
It is, yeah.
Ah, the Tree Hotel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can provide a link later if anyone wants to look at that. But yeah, a game called. Let me know if I keep clicking things and like hide Lucy from the camera for a second.
For goodness sake.
Look, it is something between OBS and my PC. It is not my fault. Yeah, the Case of the Golden Idol, which I guess I first encountered because someone I follow on Twitter, I think one of the game devs I follow on Twitter was like, if you enjoyed Obra Dinn and want another game that plays the same as basically murder Sudoku, then this is the one for you. And turns out, yeah, we tried the demo last night. It's really good. It's kind of got a bit of a banger soundtrack as well. Some of the stuff in it.
Yes. It is good.
Yeah, but yeah, you're sort of presented with a scene and a number of it. You can select. You can have it highlight the objects that it wants you to click on to gather information, and it kind of suggests that you have this option on, which is fair to save frustrating pixel hunting. And yeah, you murder Sudoku. Yes, you did, Andy. Yeah, because that is essentially that's how I heard Obra Dinn described. And it's like, oh yeah, that's actually you're just blurring out there for a sec.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool.
It'll work itself out in a second.
Because that's how Dave and Gavin at Penny Arcade describes Obra Dinn when they were playing it. The Return of the Obra Dinn, which is another excellent game that we both, I think, highly recommend.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's rad as hell. And essentially, what you're doing is gathering information and filling out a book. And And yeah, it kind of plays like Sudoku, because it's like, well, this person was here at this time doing this thing, so that eliminates them from this other location, which
Logic
means
puzzle.
that this person here couldn't be this one because they're there and they're there, and this one's got a different tattoo on their arm, so this has to be this guy, who means he's French, and so therefore he can't be this person who I thought he was. He's got to be this guy who, and like you kind of you pull on these threads and things start to just kind of assemble, and it's big fancy putting things in order. It is, it hits the right chemicals that my brain needs.
It is immensely satisfying.
Yeah, it's
but also a lot of fun. Yeah, that means it's French. Yes,
literally.
It is. Yeah.
I do not. I can name the exact character that I'm describing, and I do not want to because it's spoilers for the game, and that is like vital information that if you go into it, you will go, oh, I can just feel this person out, and that's Return of the Obra Dinn is if you like ships, if you like again, vibe wise it kind of fits quite well with what we've been doing on here with all the old sea stories and things like that. It's although we couldn't really play it again now. No, it is a game that you can only play once, because it's all about acquiring information and using that information, and so if you've already played it, you kind of can't reacquire that knowledge. And if you watch someone else play it again, you can't like scrub that information from your brain. But it's rad. It's set on an old ship. I realise we're just going to talk about Obra Dinn now, which but it is an old ship for the East India Company that has returned to dock in Falmouth with all the crew missing. Mostly dead or
Everyone's
presumed
fine.
dead. Yeah, it's all good. And your task is with a special pocket watch that lets you visit the precise moment that a body was killed. And so what you get is just like a single freeze frame snapshot of a scene of someone dying that you can kind of move through and study and investigate and look at things within it to pull out information. And yeah, that's your thing, and you have like a logbook of the crew, and your task is to determine who everyone is and how they died, or their fate, basically, whether they died, whether anything else happened to them. And it rules. It's really good, and apparently
it is very good.
Yeah, and
the music's very good.
Oh yeah, and it's all done by Lucas Pope, who was the person that did Papers, Please, which is another very good game.
Oh yes. The completely empty vessel that had a crew of 50 is most likely dead.
Who can say?
It's fine. It's just everybody went on holiday, and it was fine.
Yeah, they all got Draculaed. Yes, indeed.
Ah, yes. But you've been reading more horror stories.
I have.
Stories. Weird stories. What are they weird?
They are
weird stories, or
the Weird Tales of William Hope Hodgson. This. What is that? Is that? Oh, there's some kind of flaming horse on the front. Oh, I think I know what story that's from, actually. I think that's.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not like a.
What, Nuckleby?
No, Nuckleby is not on fire.
No. That's why.
Yeah. What's it flipping called? Kelpie. Yeah, a Kelpie.
That's our accomplice.
Yes, I know. This is the thing. Dave has messed with my head.
Oh, right.
A Kelpie is a type of. Again, it's like a sea. It's a river, I think, a river spirit, more type. There's a horse that drags people down and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's kind of like it's got like it's basically it's undead zombie horse.
Ooh, rad.
Which is why I looked at that and I was like, maybe it's that.
Extremely mad.
Kelpie is a wet horse. Thanks, Salad. That is the most adequate description.
Wet
Love
horse.
Saw something about H.G. Wells. Hey, nice. Would have bought it, but it's in translation and prefer reading the original. That's fair.
Yeah.
They drown people. They do.
Yeah. No,
Poetry Day Eve. Damn it! It was tomorrow. It's Poetry Day. Oh, that's okay. I'll do. Maybe I'll do some poems on Wednesday.
Oh, you can do. Yeah.
I'll have a think.
Good. Yeah. Good shout.
Are there any long poems? I could do the Rime of the Ancient Mariner.
By that band that JD and Abby and everyone else likes, the Decemberists.
Yes, not Samuel Taylor Coleridge or anything.
No. He probably covered them. No, I believe, just back onto this quickly, that, because, yeah, it's literally the story I started reading last night. I think it's going to be The Horse of the Invisible, which is, so...
The Invisible Horse?
So the premise is that there is a family, what's their name? It's the Hisgins family.
Hisgins, that's a good name.
It is.
Not one I've heard before.
So basically what it is William Hope Hodgson, who wrote all these stories, has a character called Carnacki, who is essentially spooky Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
Who is a recurring character in a number of his short stories, who investigates the paranormal. So there's like a few in this book, and I think a few others. Oh.
Thank you very much for the follow.
Oh, thank you, Alf Parola. Lovely to see you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well.
I feel like this music's a little bit too loud, but it's fine. I'll talk over it. So this character, Carnacki, who is like a sort of ghost Sherlock Holmes, goes into... or Jonathan Creek, I guess.
Jonathan Creek's best.
But except in this world, ghosts are real. And so he goes into haunted situations, gets called in, sort of like an old-timey buster of ghosts, if you will. I don't know. Maybe it's a premise that will take off. And investigates them. And, this one is about a family, the Hisgins. I think that's what I said, right?
Yes.
Who they have some kind of family curse where
nice.
it's like the... I'm trying to remind myself exactly how it's put.
I love a good old family.
You what, sorry? Oh.
Curse.
Have I... Oh, okay. I don't know if that was my internet just went funny or yours, but you just, like, froze for a second and then it, like, glitched and caught up.
It was mine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're back to that. I basically said what Lady Mephistopheles said. We love a good family curse.
Oh, lovely. Yes. No, we do.
Yes.
This is basically, if the eldest child of the reigning family is a son, all is good, all is fine and well, of course, because why wouldn't you want an older son?
Naturally.
But if the eldest child of the reigning family is a girl, then when she is, like, in the process of being betrothed and married and stuff like that, she will be haunted by a mysterious horse. Which is kind of a funny premise. Exactly. It's like...
A horse? What are you doing here?
It's just... I don't know, like, of all the things you could be haunted by, it's just like, a horse! Nay! It's... But... And so, like, that's probably the point at which I'd be like, really? Are you sure about this, like, spectral horse? I've seen a lot of spectral horses in my time, and most of them are quite silly and fun. But having read one of his other stories about the same character, The Gateway of the Monster, which I read yesterday, that absolutely ruled. Like, genuinely, I wasn't just reading this thinking, oh yeah, this would be pretty decent for stream. I was like, this is just a banger of a story. Like, this is really good. And so I'm really looking forward to getting through some of these other ones, and we will absolutely be bringing them to you.
Hooray! Also, good stream for crocheting, Alf Parola. Good. This is crocheting. Did I just say?
You did say that. I was just gonna let that go and be like, oh, I guess that's probably what it's actually called. That's what it should be.
Crocheting. There you go. Crocheting. It's now how you should crocheting. Yes. Thanks, Speedy. Also, hello, Speedy, and thank you very much for resubbing.
Indeed. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good lord.
That's almost 12 months.
Yeah. Welcome to the Chilliteracy Craft Group. Yeah. It seems that lots of our viewers do crafty things when they are listening to us, which is nice.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Huh.
What?
I don't know, some kind of grit or something. It wasn't... I don't know what that was in the bottom of the coffee, but there shouldn't have been anything there because filter papers and everything else should... I don't know what that was. Not lime scale, not coffee.
Mystery.
Yeah.
Mystery substance.
Everyone loves it. But yeah, this is a collection that Lucy got me for Christmas. Christmas
Yes,
or
I
birthday?
think.
Yeah,
Yes, I think it was Christmas.
yeah.
I
Which
cannot keep track. It's. I mean, you're
they're basically the same thing. They,
same thing. Yeah.
pretty much come together. And yeah, like it's in a series that we kind of found a little bit over a year ago, and like,
exactly.
ooh, those books look great. Where the British Library has put together
Love
like a whole series of tales of the weird, just like
Yes.
endless collections of weird tales. Sometimes, like a whole book is a collection from a specific author. So this one's Hodgson, and one of the other ones you've heard a few from, which is the Gilchrist, Robert Murray Gilchrist, who I need to get back to and read some more of his because I was really enjoying those.
Yep.
And other times it's like, here's a bunch of stories on a theme. So I have this one of Cornish horrors with just a seagull.
The true Cornish horror.
Yeah, scream, says the seagull. With the jawbone as well. I want, just
Seagull and the Jawbone.
yeah.
Good band.
That's my favourite folk double act.
Yeah.
Seagull and the Jawbone. Your birthday's a month after Christmas. Hey, not given dates, but snap.
Handy for doubling down on the stuff you wanted for Christmas didn't get. Nice. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, so British Library does these really cool collections, and I highly recommend them. They've all been really great so far.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Turns
not
out British Library do good stuff.
they do, and like obviously not every story in every one is that. The purpose of them isn't these are public domain collections. These are just collections of stuff, but by a happy coincidence, a lot of them are stories from authors whose works are in the public domain, which makes them a really great reference point for us.
Yeah.
And so Lucy got me this one, and I started reading it like over the weekend, and it's got some really good stuff in it already.
I think I mainly got it for you because of the cool horse on the front. I was like, ooh, that looks like a cool monster.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess
there's another. Sorry, I was going to say
No,
there's
go for it.
another one. I mean, there are several in the collection that I think we should collect. We should get. One of which is something along the lines of tales of the either botanical horror tales or tales of the botanical weird.
Oh yes, yeah.
And I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that sounds fun."
Yeah, definitely.
That sounds like that could be.
Yeah.
That could be a good one.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to get that at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
Not that we're running low on
No. Oh my.
short stories.
It's like a Hydra. It's like every story we finish, another 5 spring up.
Yeah. Monster plants, and botanical weirdness. Yes. Monster plants are good plants. I mean, to be fair, you don't really need to do too much to actual plants and what they do to make it kind of slightly horrific.
Well, say literally one of these is plants, fungi.
Yeah.
Without wanting Trelawney to burst across the river, smash through the window, and slap me about
You're
the
like,
head.
but did I hear mushroom talk?
Getting the taxonomy wrong or whatever the hell. But one of these is about a fungus, which I feel like would come under the sort of weird botany, and was a really good story.
Nice. Nature is indeed terrifying.
Yeah.
And very cool.
So yeah. Now, what I was going to try and segue onto was the topic that I brought up last week. I want to say because it wouldn't have been this Saturday just gone because I didn't read on Saturday because I wasn't feeling up to it. But the previous Saturday, I guess, was about. So I'm just not stalling. I'm just losing my train of thought completely. Bandcamp for the future. Because so far we've kind of made the promise to ourselves first, I think, before anyone else, that we would only put stuff up on Bandcamp that we have already read on stream, because absolutely we don't want to make anything exclusive. We don't want to make like paywall anything and be like, no, if you wish to have this content, then you must give us money, because it never feels nice. We'd rather, you know, I mean, if nothing else, we buy the books, but we can effectively come by these stories for free. Sorry, Joey wants to go out 1 second.
Of course.
Goodbye.
Look at the dent that he's made. I can
Yeah.
see how much hair he has shed on that pillow from here.
No, you can't. There is more. There's a lot.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't want to like paywall or gatekeep, yeah, the content that you like and the stories that you like and the things that you come here for. And so yeah, so like we've been sort of so far keeping things that we will read it here on stream first before we put it on Bandcamp. And I think partly for me, like born out of come to choose things for like the next Bandcamp month or whatever, specifically having to pick from stuff that we've read has at times made it for me like a little bit hard to kind of group things together into like a decent collection or find enough things. Like we've read more things on here than we need to like pull together for Bandcamp, like because that's like 2 hours a month, and we do more than that on here. But where we've not exclusively read short stories on here, and so where like a lot of streams have been taken up with longer things like Count of Monte Cristo or Dracula or stuff like that. That's taken up. Well, that's meant that like that's stuff that we can't read for Bandcamp, because doing one of those for that would take forever, and frankly it's Lucy doing 95% of the work on those, so yeah. So yeah, basically we've been wondering, and I'll if it should ever prove to be unpopular, I will cop the responsibility for it, because it's me that kind of suggested it. But and people seemed fine when I brought it up the other day, but yeah, we were thinking of sorry, I'm getting really just like literally in the middle of a sentence, my brain is just switching off.
Yeah.
I am struggling this evening, apparently. Okay.
Reversing the order. Yes, basically.
Yes. Essentially, yes. Not like, again, not like a hard and fast rule of, okay, now we will only do things on Bandcamp first before we read them on here. We're just giving ourselves the freedom to put stuff on there that we've read on here, but also read stuff there first before we put it on here, with the guarantee that it will appear on here. We will do a live reading of it on here.
At some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not
not trying to gatekeep stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, we just want to make sure that everyone is okay with that, and that you all as viewers, as the community, feel that, you know, you've had an input and had any thoughts on that. And if you have a concern, if you have a problem with that, do please raise it. We really don't want to like piss anyone off, frankly. We don't want to do anything that people wouldn't like. If it would make you feel like you have to like pay there, then let us know. We don't want that. Or if there's anything that we can say or do to like, I don't know, assuage any fears. I'm probably making a far bigger deal. I'm absolutely making a far bigger deal out of it.
A little bit.
I know. It's it's me. It's the way I work.
Yeah. But yeah, basically it's just, as Sam said, it's just giving us a little bit more room to kind of, a little bit more wiggle room basically with what we can choose.
Yeah.
So hooray for overthinking things.
Overthinking and pronouncing. That's what we do best.
Yes, that is indeed what we do.
Yeah.
But, I can't remember what we've got coming up for Bandcamp next. Stories.
Birdie once told me. I will. If this makes your camera go funny again, I apologise. Because I'm going to my desktop to actually have a look. I don't mind telling people. That's the wrong text file. That's the right text file. Some Mary Wilkins Freeman. Yes, going to be revisiting The Shadows on the Wall and The Wind in the Rosebush, which I've already read, and you have those.
Ah, the sad ghost stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also a couple of Richard Middleton, who was the
Oh yes.
they're slightly quirkier. Well, one of them was slightly quirkier. I was going to redo The Ghost Ship and The Coffin Merchant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, The Ghost Ship, which is like I liked the tone of those. They were kind of like Ghost Ship was quirky and weird because it was about
It's like got ghosts.
just like a sleepy haunted English town that's just kind of fine with their ghost problem. It's like, oh yeah, no, they're sort of part of the charm here, the rustic quirky charm of our little village, which is just haunted by ghosts, but they're kind of chill and we just hang out with them, and they provide an ambience that we like. And then one day this massive ghost pirate ship just rocks up in town.
Just turns up.
Yeah, and the captain starts like plying people with his kind of mind control grog kind of. I think there's not exactly mind, but it's like, he gives it to people and they're like, oh, this grog's delicious, and it kind of starts. Everyone just kind of wants to join his ship and his crew. Part of the ship, part of the crew. And it's kind of just a story about a weird ghost pirate ship rolling up in town and what they do. Yeah. Thank you, Andy. All for me grog, me mind controlling grog. Yeah. And then The Coffin Merchant, which was a little bit more just like felt just a little bit more like a straightforward, spooky story. But I enjoyed those both. And lastly, Bricket Bottom, which is a name that makes me chuckle because I am a child. But yeah, Bricket Bottom by Amyas Northcote, which is another one that I found it completely by fluke.
So
What's that?
the atmosphere was so good.
Yeah, it's just And like I say, I found it by complete fluke. Like when we started doing this, and I was just looking online for archives of public domain ghost stories by people who died a long time ago, and this one just happened to turn up. And frankly, I clicked on it because what a funny name, because I'm a child. And like, oh, this is actually really good, sick, okay, and it's kind of become one of my favourite ones that we've done. So yeah, I'm looking forward to revisiting that and having like a nice, hopefully, recording of that to put out there. Yeah. So that's if you are subbed, or even if you just listen on Bandcamp, frankly, because you can do that. We ain't gonna stop you. You've got those to look forward to. But they're also available on YouTube if you want the original, probably mistake-ridden, and those ones would have been on my old microphone as well. So if you want to hear just everything in the room, oh boy, did I have a lot of room sounds for you? Yeah. My old Rode condenser. That was a lot. But yeah, that's what's coming up on the Bandcamps if you are so inclined. But yeah,
we should absolutely at some point do some merch as well.
Yeah,
if people would be interested in merch, but I feel like in order to make merch a viable thing, you have to have a guarantee of past a certain number of people who'd get it. Otherwise, you just have a lot of product.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd, difficult balancing act, isn't it? It's like because in order to have merch to sell, you have to buy it in from somewhere, and that means paying to get it manufactured in some way, and manufacturing costs per unit come down the more you get, and so it's always like it's always effectively cheaper. You're saving money by spending more, because if you want like 100 of a thing, it will cost you like I want 100 of this item. Okay, well that's £5 per unit. Okay, well I want 1,000 if that's £2 per unit. Oh, bargain. Okay, because places like more business. Yeah. And so that's if you have a lot of guaranteed customers or storage space for the stuff, then that's great. But if you have, if you're probably just going to sell like 5, then it's a difficult thing to balance. So yeah, it is definitely something I would like to do. And yeah, possibly even whether like.
Not least because you just want a T-shirt that says "Old books are my entire personality."
Yeah. Or I mean, it doesn't even have to be a T-shirt. Just like a bookmark with that printed on it, I think would be. Essentially, I really love Paperback Paradise, and I love their I love their style, and it's a Twitter account. If you only follow one Twitter account, Paperback Paradise.
Oh, they are absolutely worth it.
It's really good.
It's fantastic.
That's possibly not the best recommend I could ever give, because thinking like
it's not particularly safe for work.
It's not entirely safe for work or family friendly, but I think a lot of people here would appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've not looked into Redbubble. I always.
No.
Yeah, I'm never sure what to make of like print on demand stuff, like what the actual quality of those is like. I've used Threadless a few times, and they've generally been pretty good. But yeah, Oh, Andy, you follow them as well? Good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good taste.
Sorry. There are numerous covers from there that I will always think of. Like, there they are, the bats that kicked my ass. They knocked me down and pissed on my armor. Like that's one of my favorites, but there's so many that are so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I should. Yeah, I suppose we could have a look at Redbubble.
Yeah, we could definitely have a look.
Because
I mean, in terms of, sorry, carry
on. No, you go for it, please.
In terms of types of things, like what generally would you guys want? Like small things. I would assume small things, at least to start. Like a bookmark or a little pin badge or something, or a sticker. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of stuff that's book adjacent.
I mean, mugs. Mugs
coaster,
are always a good start.
Yes, mugs, coaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any of the above?
My first and most important rule is it should be something that you, the people selling it, use yourself or would use yourself.
Yes.
It's kind of the same with the John's merch. It's like I would never want to sell a product to someone else that I wouldn't want to use myself. So I would only ever want to put a product out that I would actually be happy using.
Yeah. Small things. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Bookmarks. Also, hello, Llama Loop.
Hey, welcome.
Loop. I never know how to pronounce your name. Welcome in.
Yeah, I don't know whether it'd be. Yeah, I read it. I don't know whether it's Lupe. But yes,
Lupe,
welcome.
Yeah, you'll never say no to stickers. Okay, because bookmarks in theory I could make, because I have all the things that I could make with them.
Yeah.
But also, then I'm giving myself more work. I'm just realizing that.
Don't
Probably not do that.
No, we would look. Oh no, you don't need to apologize for looking. Absolutely not at all.
Ooh, also have fun crocheting.
Yeah.
See, I said it right that time.
Nice. Yeah, no, please do. It's good input. And again, lovely to see you. Welcome.
Indeed, yes.
Yeah, like me personally, Sam. This is not a diss on stickers. I always struggle with stickers because they are single use, more or less. Like, you take it, you put it on a thing, and if you ever get rid of that thing, like even if you stick it on a laptop, and then after, it is. I recognise completely absurd and pointless that this hang up of you spend like 50p on a sticker or £1 on a sticker, you put it on a laptop, and then 10 years later you don't need the laptop anymore and you get rid of it, and my brain's going, no, the sticker that I put on there, like, yeah mate, it cost you £1, it's fine, go buy another one, you'll live. But I am wired to think of that as a loss, and it's me, it's my problem. But that kind of thing is my own hang up with stickers. It's like once you put it on a thing, then you have to keep that thing forever, and it becomes like an extra thing that you have to protect, and that's why I struggle with stickers unless someone gives it to me for free. But the amount of stickers that I have accumulated over the years that I've never used because I don't want to use them. Never look at my video game inventories. This is why I finish every RPG with 1,000 potions. It's the same problem.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would have no problem with like.
Seems chat agrees with you.
Okay, good. Buying stickers and sticking stickers are two separate hobbies. Okay, good, glad, thank you. Oh, Andy, you taped them to things rather than sticking them? Nice. Yeah, and there's also, yeah, exactly, there's like the defacing the thing you're putting on as well. It's like, I don't want to put it on my laptop because then it's like, you know, what if I don't want glue there on my laptop for some reason? It's, yeah.
The only thing I've always been jealous of people who get stickers because the number of musicians I know who have cases that they can actually stick stickers on,
right.
like hard plastic cases or hard carbon fiber cases, aka most of the string players I know. And there's these cellists walking around with millions of stickers on their cello case, and I'm sitting there with my flipping case that's got a fabric outer. I can't stick anything onto it.
You could put stickers on a violin, and you could put stickers on a trumpet.
Yes, because trumpets never get like submerged in water or anything as part of their general cleaning thing.
I was just thinking, would it not ruin the lacquer?
A sticker probably wouldn't ruin the lacquer on a trumpet, unless the lacquer's already starting to go. It would probably be fine. Go near a violinist with a sticker though, and you will die.
What's a violin cost, really?
Lots.
Yeah.
Many pounds or dollars or whatever. Patches, maybe. Yeah, I was going to say maybe patches.
Yeah.
That was another one because patches are removable.
Have you tried talking to patches? Soulsborne jokes. Boo.
Boo. Thank you, Josh. Yes. Yeah. Correct response.
I deserve that. Yeah, and we'll have to look at what Redbubble do. We could actually, we probably couldn't. There's a site that I found that does like limited run. What's the word for it? Stuffed toys, but what do people call them now? Plushies. That's the one. That's what the kids are calling them now on the TikToks.
Yep. Apparently.
They do like limited run. It's basically like a Kickstarter specifically for plushies. So you kind of give them the design, and then through their site you run a campaign to get a plushie made, and it goes out to the people that back it. So you can't buy it afterwards. You just like, that's it. That's what you get.
Well, I immediately know what we should have a plushie of.
William McGonagall.
Okay, good. We're on the same. We're on the same way.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Thing is,
just William McGonagall's face on a plushie.
A stuffed ghost is also a good shout. I mean,
that's good.
I don't think we have the audience for that, but you know, I'm glad that we both hit on McGonagall at the same time.
Yes.
Just like a little plushie McGonagall.
Life's McGonagall body pillow. Oh no.
I want one that you squeeze and it says a line from one of his poems.
Oh yeah. Oh no. No. We need to stop this now. We're getting too ambitious.
But yeah, I'd be happy to start with just like kind of the standard basic selection from within our wheelhouse. So yeah, bookmarks. Absolutely.
Sequin reveal pillows that you brush on when it's McGonagall's face, and then you brush the other and it says buttresses.
Oh, I was thinking you brush the other and it's still Nicolas Cage.
Nice.
Yeah, like bookmarks, absolute guarantee, slam dunk, yes, because again, I need bookmarks. Look what I'm using as a bookmark at the moment. It's a pencil, and just folded bits of paper. I need to give you
some of my bookmarks. I have so many.
We're gonna get our own. Yeah, it's like I've
use receipts.
Yeah,
but they're so flimsy.
That's why they're good though. They just slot right in there. You don't even know they're there. Yeah, like I guess I feel like a natural aversion to print-on-demand stuff, and again, I think it's like a me hang-up, because I'm trying to think how to put it. I guess it's like I always want like the merch that I buy to feel like it's in some way bespoke, That it's not just like...
Yeah.
And it's not going to be, because everywhere uses blanks bought in from manufacturers. You know, you don't have people who are like hand making the t-shirts at the shop that you buy from. They all buy from Fruit of the Loom or what's the other one? There's a few other brand names that you encounter now. That's where you get those from. And it's all kind of the same thing, and like different places use different ones, but that's essentially what's happening. So I get that it's my own like aversion and hang up. But
Meow.
yeah.
I heard a meow.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I always want to feel like the thing that I'm getting is in some way like bespoke or like slightly custom designed in some form. And so I'm never fully comfortable with just giving a site a design and saying, here you go, stick this on a hat. I don't know if that makes sense or if anyone else has like a better way to put it. I'm just going to let Joey in. 1 sec.
Also, bookmark related. You probably can't see this, but this is one of the best bookshops, certainly in London, maybe in the world. I don't know. No, that's way too blown out. Daunt Books in London. It is amazing. It is like a really old bookshop, and it is designed for mainly travelers. Like, it's got loads of travel related books. Yeah, it is just a wonderful bookshop. And when I lived in London and studied there, it was somewhere I went very regularly, and it is wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a lovely, lovely shop. Oh,
Good.
Kitty cat.
Yeah.
You haven't been there. Oh, you should go. It is in Marylebone. Marylebone.
Ooh.
It is in the posh bit of London.
Nice.
One of the many posh bits of London.
I was going to say, narrow it down a bit.
Yeah, but it's an incredible old building. Favorite bookshop in London is Gaze the Word. Nice.
Nice.
Excellent. I have been past. I have never been in. Joey really matches the Dickensian orphan core vibe.
Yeah,
He does. He is a poor, starving waif who never gets fed.
Yeah, he hasn't been fed. He hasn't.
Never gets any fuss
No.
from anyone. It's a hard life.
Yeah. I feel like I completely missed. There was one oh no, sorry. Just yeah. No, just scrolling back through chat to see if I've missed anything.
Oh, right.
I think we're all good.
No. I have just had the thought that I am absolutely not allowed to mention any merch ideas to my mum.
Oh no, she will try to hand make.
She will try to hand make things, and it'll take like 3 months.
Which if
It will
people
have
want to
to be
spend
perfect.
like 50 quid for a bookmark, then sure, but it will be crocheted.
Oh, I was more thinking along the line. Yeah, I was more thinking along the lines of like plushies /
Oh yeah.
I don't know,
Okay, Joey's
any kind of
crashed out,
tote
so-
bag
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, or cushions.
I'm gonna like just adjust this mic so that it's a little bit less over my face. Hi.
Because my mum does some really cool like quilting and stuff. Like
Oh,
this
she
is my
does, yeah.
laptop case, and she quilted that, and it's really cool.
But yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I guess we can for homework we can have a look on. Actually, oh damn it, I can't go show mine because I know again at least one person in chat who would appreciate mine. My laptop.
Oh,
case.
yeah.
But I cannot because I have a cat on my lap now.
Sad times.
Yeah, we can have a look.
Sam's
on-
laptop case is Destiny themed for.
It's got the Titan
Anyone who
logo on it.
cares.
It's real nice.
Does not, however, put a shield up.
No. Blum.
It's kind of what you need for a laptop case, really.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess for homework we can have a look on Redbubble and see what they do, or look for like alternatives as well. See if there's other places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what Josh has said.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, we definitely have a look. I guess what we could do as well is like either on the next one of these or a stream at some point put some kind of list of a list of like merch ideas and see what people want, what people like.
Yeah, because I suppose again, like the other thing that I have when it comes to merch is I'm never a fan of just logo on a thing. I I always want something different.
You want like a quote or something.
Yeah. It's like when I'm buying video game merch. I like stuff that looks like it's a product from within the world, like a coat that a character in the game wears, or like a hoodie or a t-shirt or something that someone in the game actually is wearing or would wear, rather than just game logo on a t-shirt and that kind of thing. Because that's most of the merch that I buy, frankly. Or it's like the Longest John's hoodie. I like the one with the crows on the front. Because it just looks like it's just a cool design on the top, rather than it saying the Longest John's. And that's not, again, that's not a slam on people who buy those products that are like, oh yeah, that stuff's trash. I'm not saying that at all. It's just like a personal preference thing. And so like that's where my brain goes. I would want. I
feel like the stuff we do anyway, because we do so many because we read so many different things.
Yeah.
We are, like our logo, what we do is one thing, but then we've got all of these other references from all of these other books and worlds and stuff that we've got quite a large playground.
You know what I really, really want? What I now
what do you really
in
want?
all the world a Zigga Zigar, but also. The other week, when reading Dracula, and I'm waiting for someone to get there ahead of me on this one. The other week when reading Dracula, there's the scene, which in the book is actually kind of tragic, where Renfield has just kind of had an altercation with Dracula, and effectively had his head cracked open, and he's lying bleeding on the floor.
Oh.
And Dr. Seward is there and has called for Van Helsing, who is also there. Just a CD with me doing all the accents? No. No. And Van Helsing has shown up, and so has Quincy Morris, and his definitely not his lover, Lord Godalming, which I pronounce that way because I've heard other people from the area pronounce it. I want to say Godalming, or Godalming. But
Godalming.
It's Godalming, and it's like, don't like it, but I do it to keep them happy because they're rich.
You'll get the entirety of Godalming after you if you pronounce that wrong.
I literally, at my old job, I had to call up someone who was there, and I read out the address, and she
Godalming.
Yeah, and she corrected, and like without even hesitating, no pause, just immediately shot back at me, Godalming. Like, this says so much that it's not just a correction.
Yeah.
Like okay, power balance established. Like, okay, I know where I stand with you, and it is not very high up. But Lord Godalming, Quincy Morris, and Van Helsing all roll up, and they're described as being like in a dressing gown with slippers on. And I want
dressing gown with slippers attached to it.
No. I want salad pajama scene. Oh, you're doing yes. Like, I want that entire scene. I want, like, this is where it gets, like, bleak, and maybe I should stop speaking, but I want, like, Renfield lying dead or dying on the ground, bleeding, Dr. Seward over him, distraught, and then just, like, these three, Van Helsing...
Bunny slippers, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Bunny slippers, mug of hot cocoa, big comfy dressing gown, just like, what's up? What's the deal? Like, I want this entire scene...
Yes.
Because it is.
I love
it. The juxtaposition is very funny to me. And I need it. And I want that on a t-shirt.
Yep.
That's
Salad will be on it. Oh, Salad, you legend.
Yes.
This is the problem of having artists in chat, though. Because as soon as well, no, not the problem.
I say this knowing full well.
Accidentally giving work to people that like probably don't need extra stuff to do.
I promise you, if this is not a commission, but if it is something that we would want to put on a t-shirt, if it's something that like we say go actually, we will pay you 100%. Whatever you think it is worth. Yeah, I just... Hell yeah, 6 salad. Woo!
Hang on.
Does a kickflip.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's... that's the kind of merch that I want. It doesn't have not like a big Chilliteracy logo on a t-shirt. I want like
No.
3 guys in
Our
dressing
logo's
gowns.
not interesting enough anyway.
No, I want like you stick that on the back maybe, or sort of like on the sleeve. That's where the sleeve goes. Sheesh. And like I want that. Just no context, no explanation. Just a dead man bleeding on the ground, a distraught doctor over him, and the 3 dudes in dressing gowns and bunny slippers with like a
What?
morning. What's going on here?
You love the logo. Oh, I'm glad.
I like that logo. I'm proud of that logo. It's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a team effort in designing it, and
then you made it.
me and Inkscape going, does this look like a book?
Yeah. Someone who spent ridiculous amount. Yeah, exactly, Andy. Yeah.
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 Looks at entire wiki.
Yeah. Yeah, like to the disclaimer, to be clear, no one ever has to follow up on any of the ridiculous suggestions that we might come out with. There is like there is just no demand, no need. Yeah.
Oh. Now I'm just thinking of like all like there are so many scenes and like quotable moments from a lot of the stuff that we have read.
That's the kind of stuff that I want. That's the kind of like a like
I just like something. Sorry, I was just gonna say something from Doom. Like I write fanfic about my dad.
Yeah. Like
So
that's
the entirety of Count of Monte Cristo.
That's the kind of stuff that I want. Like that, like those kinds of things on a t-shirt, like an absurd scene from a book that we've read, or like a phrase recontextualized, that kind of thing. Yeah, give me that. I'm aware that I'm trying to think what other things now, which I'm not going to be able to do. Yeah.
And yeah, I suppose like things that are very specific would be kind of in jokes, but
Yes.
also putting them in a context that's like, oh, okay, this is sort of objectively funny,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
objectively like a good quote or relatable or whatever.
Yeah, and like I get, I completely get that. Like, in jokes can be a difficult thing, and in jokes can be divisive, because if everyone in the group is laughing about an in joke that you don't get, you can feel excluded.
Yes.
Me personally, like I feel like they're not inherently bad. They can also be a way to like introduce new people to the culture, because you can like memes. It's like, I don't get this thing, but by understanding it, by having it explained to me, that's how I get into the group, and suddenly I'm a new person that can laugh about the same thing that everyone else is laughing about. As long as they're not being used to gatekeep people to be like, you don't get it, but instead it's like teaching opportunity. Okay, here's why, and suddenly you can like launch into a big story about why, so when people in the Johns fandom are going, why is everyone like adequate, and someone's there going,
what's that about?
Why are we saying adequate? And it's like, we have it's not a great story, but we have a story we can tell you, and it's a way to like welcome and bring people in, which is why I love that kind of thing. Yeah. And like again, like for me personally, that's I like stuff that's just a weird image on a shirt that makes sense when you get it. That's my kind of jam. Nice, Lady Mephistopheles.
Way of making JD smaller. I feel
Yeah, now I'm just trying to think what other things. But I will need to like go back over all the things that we have read and discussed.
We need to do something that's like without dismay or without delay, or
a little bit of that.
Sublime.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like it should to me it should always be a conversation starter rather than a stopper. It should be something that someone goes, "What?"
Yeah.
And then you're off.
Just McGonagall's face on the t-shirt. Or that. Or just his face and then the word sublime underneath.
McGonagall's face with the sunglasses on, but
yes.
askew.
Yeah.
Which hang on.
Oh no. Just yeah.
Yeah. Literally just this.
He looks so sort of bemused.
Yeah. That on a t-shirt.
Yeah. We've given ourselves too many ideas now.
But that's good. What you do is you start with a big pool of ideas and you whittle down to the good ones. Or the best ones. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Well, that's... When are we going to find the time to think about and discuss this and actually plan it and organise it? I don't know. But...
Have you met me?
Yes.
I'll find the time.
You will, but you're also extremely busy with...
What? Oh, album stuff. Yay.
When's it coming out?
I'm good at promoting myself. Album is out on the 31st of March, which is not this coming Friday, but it's next Friday.
That's 11 days away?
Something like that.
If my maths are correct.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 11 days.
Today it's the 20th, so...
Yeah, well, I was just counting days on my calendar. Look, I don't do maths.
Well, it's purely for me. It's like 11 days away, but today's Monday and that's a Friday. That doesn't seem right. Is that right? And so that's why I had to check that the 20 plus 11 made 31. But yeah, that's cool as heck.
Much excite.
Yeah, that's really good. Be proud.
Okay.
This is her proud
trying.
face.
This is my proud face.
Yeah. Look, even Joey's stood up in honour. Look at him go.
Oh, bless him. He could not care less. Although, amusingly, he doesn't mind my practice.
No.
Surprisingly. He is actually, of the several cats now, realising that I have played trumpet in the same room as, he is one of the 2 who just did not care.
Yeah.
And he is the only and he is the only one who has actually asked to come into the room when I've been playing.
Nice.
I've been in the room, like, wow. I
wish to be
open the
here.
door and he's comes like, what's all this? What's going on? And I play some notes and he goes, oh, that's interesting. That's going on. And he sits down, sort of watches for a bit and just sort of chills. And he goes, okay, just checking. I'm going now. Bye. So, okay. We were just intrigued by the noises, were you?
Yeah, just wants to come and hang out, have a listen.
Yeah. Well, usually cats are just like, no, this is loud.
Yeah,
Get me out of here.
This is piercing. No, stop. Ooh.
Yeah, Pastry hates it. She's just like, oh, no, cannot deal with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, bless him.
He's a good boy.
He is a cultured cat.
Indeed.
Yes. But shall we go to a break and
I
then
think we should
come back and
yeah.
do some talking over the games?
Yeah, let's.
Pastry is an amazing name for a cat.
Her brother's called Puff. Put that one together yourselves. So, yeah, we could probably do some cat merch as well, like get Joey on a thing.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Yeah, yeah. We'll kick around some ideas and.
Joey plushie. Joey plushie.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go to a break and we'll be back in 5 minutes or so where we'll be on a different scene, so you don't get to see our faces anymore. Say goodbye. But yeah, we're going to talk over some video games after that.
A video game.
A video game, just the one. But it'll be Scarlet Hollow by the excellent Black Tabby Games.
Also, wonderful.
Yeah.
Very talented.
So enjoy when we're back. Some very good art and some
you've got the content warnings on hand. Legend.
Yes.
Thank you.
I've actually, so I've got them. Well, you'll see when we get back. I've got them ready and queued up to be on screen the whole time, so people have no excuses. Not that people are looking for excuses to be.
No excuses not to be warned.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're gonna head out to a break. So we will be back in, if I can click on the right places, 5 minutes or so. But yeah, see you in a bit.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.